Hello, beautiful ones. I think today is probably one of the most important messages that I will deliver. And the truth is, I don't even know what it is until I hear it myself. I do want to start with saying that it has been an active past 4 days or more. And I feel like, what's active? It's always active now. So the Schumann's resonance at one point shot up to 84. And which is, it's very active. And then the sun, we've had some C flares. We had an M flare yesterday. So not as strong, but we have still been, the planet has been having to do a lot of work. So beyond all that, which are all things that can affect us, and so meaning that we'll feel the energy of that. What's been happening more so collectively is that I feel like we're at the, when you make a soup and sometimes it starts to like burn and you get to like the bottom of the pot and it's super hard to scrape off the bottom because it's so stuck to it. So it's like that, right? Right now we're almost like at this bottom, like just the grind, like the thickest, part of it. We're having a lot of childhood trauma come up. We're having a lot of ancestral. We're having to deal with the ego being a little bit more active, and just healing things that we sometimes didn't even know were there. Things that maybe we thought we had already healed. I have something to say about that. Sometimes we have to go through several healings of something. It doesn't have to be that way, but that's how we experience it. You'll hear the analogy of like peeling back an onion, right? You get to the middle. So sometimes it's kind of like that, where we think that we are like, okay, we worked through this and we healed it, we forgave, whatever the outcome was. And then it comes back around. Sometimes it'll come back around with a different face, right? Or in a different dress. But it comes back up, and that is an opportunity, because now you're getting to meet that particular thing that maybe was a struggle for you, the way that you are now, changed, brand new, because we're all being made new in each and every moment. And so you get to meet that aspect of yourself, or that energy, or whatever it may be, trauma. You get to meet it, and you get to meet it as you are now. And maybe now, instead of meeting it in judgment, you meet it in love. You meet it in truth. You meet it through the eyes of the divine, through the eyes of love, of compassion. Imagine what that could do. And perhaps that's what some of our things are waiting for, some of our trauma, some of the energies. They're waiting for us to greet them in love. And I have found in myself recently, I had a situation where I realized that the little warrior in me is not so little, but is very feisty, very up and ready for arms, or up in arms. And I have been taught by many of the beautiful people in my life and just within myself that the answer isn't to fight. The answer is to stop fighting, because we've been doing that for so long, and look at where it's gotten us. The answer is love. The answer has always been love. We've just tried to look for it everywhere else but there. And it was always there, staring at your face, closer to you than it ever could. Always being as you, through you. And so a lot of us right now are clearing a lot of density. We're going through old trauma patterns, things that happened. And all of this is an opportunity. It is all coming up as a gift for us to clear it, for us to move past it, for us to greet it and meet it in love instead of in judgment, instead of in fight, aggression, condemnation, putting it in the dark, trying to make it disappear, numbing it away. There's no medicine for that. There was never meant to be any medicine for that. For you are a blessing to this world in whatever form you take, however you come, however dark you wish to be. You are a blessing to this world to this now, and I honor you now, and I celebrate you. And I will continue to celebrate you, and I'm not the only one that does. All of life celebrates itself too. For you are life, just as I am. And we go out in nature and we let nature heal us. Nature is very smart, very alive. It sings songs. Not just the birds sing. For those who have ears, you can hear the birds singing, but you can also hear the leaves sing, the air sing, the song within your being that is always alive. The hand that's always ready to greet you and to welcome you back home. Even if you went really, really deep, even if you hurt many, even if you were very dark, evil. That's what this opening is right now. For this planet, for this now. Whoever wants to take that. It's for you to open up yourself to your own love. For you to greet life in love instead of fighting it. Right now, what's happening within my being and within so many others is there is a softening. There is an integration in a way of the masculine and the feminine. Both being powerful, just as important. There is a balance and a harmony that is being brought within and without. And we are all a part of that. And we're not doing this alone. All of life is orchestrating this with you, alongside you, working with you, for you, not against you. And I know we've gotten used to fighting. We've gotten so used to fighting that we don't even know how to put our weapons down sometimes. We want to stop fighting, but we don't know how to because we've been doing it for so long. May I also remind you that there is no true fear inside our source. Fear is an illusion that recreates itself over and over. We give it the power to do that. But we are also the transmuters and the seers of fear. There is no fear within source. Love outpowers all, including fear. Love doesn't force. It embraces you and holds you tenderly, softly. And if you decide that you want to run, if you decide that you don't want to face yourself, that you want to forget who you are, we still love you. You are still loved. You are still honored. You have the free will to choose how you move forward, now and always. The collective is going through such a huge transformation right now. And it is just, like I've described it, as a fire that is just, it's so bright. It lights up the whole world. It's that fire that exists within all of us. And we think we're not contributing. We think we're not good enough. You are the most beautiful, most amazing, beloved. I am. You want to meet more of yourself, go out in nature. Nature is the reflection of the true beauty that is always within us, that never goes away. It doesn't even hide. I invite all beings to open their heart to their love within, to open their heart to the love that exists within all of us, here and now, and to choose love instead of fighting, to let go of that fight. Aren't we tired? I say that, and then sometimes I still pick up my arms. And even through that, I am held in love and honor. I am embraced, accepted as I am, as are all of you. Source does not judge us. We can let the ego judge whomever the ego wants to judge. But source, within source, there is no judgment. We are accepted and held exactly as we are. And if we choose to judge each other, can we please accept ourselves through that judgment? Know that it will not be forever. What's going on right now within me is that I found myself returning to that judgment pattern and realizing that I was meeting aspects of myself, things that I needed to face that I wasn't facing, but they were amplified so that they stood out so much and they bothered me to the point where it was like, where's that within me and where I see it within myself? And so I thank all the beautiful teachers out there, all the people that trigger us, that even the people that have hurt me, the people that have, lied to me. I thank you all because you have been my greatest gifts. You have shown me where I was keeping myself apart from my own source, my own love, my own light. And now I get to grow through this. Now I get to be made new. And I am choosing love. I am choosing unity. I am choosing harmony. And I invite you all to do the same with me. Thank you, beloveds. It is such an honor to be in your presence. I am more in love with you now than I ever was, or could be. Even though I myself am still learning in many ways. Ask Sylvia. I know who I am. I know who you are. We are all in this together. We are all holding hands, walking each other home. Again, as the beautiful Ram Dass said. So let's help each other along the way. Let's choose love. Let's stop fighting. If you don't have someone physically right now to hold you, allow the love that surrounds you to hold you. Allow your ancestors, divine source, light, to hold you. And if you can hold yourself too. I love you all. You are all loved. You are all accepted. You are magnificent, beautiful source beings. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful life. I love you. Bye-bye.